What if I told you that British soldiers once forced Indian prisoners to lick human blood off the floor before killing them? This actually happened. This is real history that schools don't teach. This is the story of Britain's cruelest punishment in India, the Blood Licklaw. The year is 1857. Britain controls India. Indian soldiers working for the British get angry and start fighting back. Why? The British give them bullets covered in cow and pig fat. To use the bullets, soldiers have to bite them. But cows are holy to Hindus and pigs are forbidden to Muslims, so the Indians rebel. But what the British do next isn't just fighting back, it's something much, much worse. July 15th, 1857. A place called Kanpur in North India. Indian rebels killed 73 British women and 124 children in a building called Bibighar. The British are furious and want revenge. When the British forces arrive, their job isn't just to win the war, but to make Indians so scared they'll never fight back again. They create what becomes known as the Blood Licklaw. Here's what happens. British soldiers drag captured Indians to the building where the British women and children died. The floor is covered in dried blood. The soldiers force the prisoners to get on their knees, but they don't just make them clean the blood. They force them to lick it with their tongues. This isn't random cruelty. The British know exactly what they're doing. For Hindus, touching blood ruins them spiritually forever. For Muslims, eating blood is one of the worst sins possible. The British know this. They designed this punishment to destroy people's souls, not just their bodies. After this torture, most prisoners are killed anyway. But the Blood Licklaw is just the beginning. What happens next is terror on a massive scale. Imagine a man, blindfolded, his back tied to the muzzle of a massive cannon. The crowd watches in frozen horror. A command is shouted, and in a thunderous instant, he's gone. This isn't just about killing people. It makes proper funerals impossible, which Hindus and Muslims believe traps souls forever. Across northern India, trees turned into gallows. In Kanpur, 42 men were hanged in 2 days, some for offenses as minor as facing the wrong way during a march. In entire villages, men were dragged out, accused of looking suspicious, and hanged before their families. And then there was flogging, public, violent, deliberately humiliating. Sepoys who had once worn British uniforms were whipped like animals for refusing to obey cruel commands. Their loyalty had been tested, their dignity shattered. But the British didn't stop at people. They turned their fury on villages. Entire settlements were burned, homes, crops, cattle, everything. People who survive have to choose: give up or starve to death. Even the sacred wasn't spared. Hindu temples were turned into stables and barracks. Soldiers slept where idols once stood along with their shoes and guns. In Delhi's most important mosque, they keep cows in the holy courtyard on purpose to insult Muslims. The 1857 rebellion fails. The memory of the Blood Licklaw and Britain's campaign of terror becomes the foundation for India's independence movement 90 years later. Today, most people have never heard of the Blood Licklaw, but 200 million Indians lived in fear because of what it represented. The question we all need to ask is, why isn't this in our history books?